Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, I want to go ahead and share with you guys my analysis and reasoning behind opening two March expiration swing trades on two consumer staple stocks. Now, if you guys are not aware, consumer staples is any company that produces or sells basically products that people need on an everyday basis. That is the easy way to go ahead and define consumer staples. Now, consumer staples, which is the XLP, that is the ETF that tracks consumer staple stocks. That was the only sector that was up today during a very ugly day on the market. For most other sectors, XLP, stocks that are in that ETF, such as Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Costco, Procter & Gamble, Walmart, those stocks performed today. Those were the only green stocks on the day. This is a sector that people like to put money into as safety, where they can find value when the market is in very volatile situations. That is what we saw today. That was a textbook rotation that we saw today. So with that strength that I saw today on the XLP, I did feel comfortable to put risk on these two stocks. Their charts alone look very good. I believe there is more upside, and I believe that it is possible that the rotation continues into this XLP sector where people are trying to find value and find safety. So let's go ahead and go through the analysis today. I'll share with you guys the trade, share with you guys the analysis behind it, and I'll go ahead and share with you guys my profit target and where I will stop out of this trade if I am incorrect, if the market does reverse and this XLP sector does not continue higher. So press that like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to press the bell down below so that you guys know every single time that I post. So guys, before we jump into the analysis today, I quickly want to remind you that you can go ahead and follow my Instagram, where I will post charts that I am looking at, that I'm interested in, and potentially taking positions in. I did this on Monday with one of the stocks that I did enter today, which was Procter & Gamble. Posted that on my Instagram, showed you guys the chart, showed you what I was looking at, got that confirmation today, and that is why I eventually entered. But of course, go ahead and check out that Instagram. Would love for you guys to check it out. I post charts, I post trade recaps, a great way to follow along with some of the things that I am watching. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the chart. And what we're looking at here first, guys, is the XLP sector. This is the consumer staples, the spider ETF for consumer staples. Now, if we go to the Analyze tab and we go to the XLP, here are the biggest stocks that are in the XLP, the biggest weights of this sector or of this ETF. Now, you guys can see Procter & Gamble is number one, 16% weight. Coca-Cola, 10%, Pepsi, 9%, Costco, 9%. The fifth largest is Philip & Morris, not 5.3%. So those are the largest XLP names. Those are the ones that are going to move the most if you get strength in this sector. So if we go back to the charts, here's the XLP, and you can see today we had a little bit of outperformance. We ended the day up about 0.7%. At one point, I believe we were up about 1% on the day. Now, of course, not a huge day for the XLP, but just a little hint at overall rotation into this sector, which could potentially continue if we continue to see this volatility and this fear in the market. Now, I thought this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and enter some swing trades on some stocks that are very correlated to the XLP. May not work out. I have a structured plan here on a stop loss and a profit target on all of these trades. So we'll see if it works, but I think this is a good opportunity to potentially catch some more momentum on this XLP sector, which in general has been very well outperforming here since around September. Since the market has got pretty ugly on the tech side, this stock, this XLP sector since September, let's just take it back from these October lows, went to a high of around, 78, about 14%. Right now, sitting up about 10% since we saw that downside in the market. So value, safety, this is where you want to be, the XLP, and this is what I've been watching. So let's go ahead and jump into the first swing trade, and that is on Procter & Gamble, guys. So I got into some Procter & Gamble plays today. I'll go ahead and pull it up in the chat for you guys to see. Here it is. Got into two Procter & Gamble March 18th 165 calls. So I'm looking for a push higher over the 160s. Got some time on it, about a month of time to give myself a little bit of time to let this work out. I don't want anything too volatile. I just want to see if I can catch this continuation with about a month of time on these contracts. That is the contract, that is the play that I got in today on Procter & Gamble, which is the number one weighted stock in the XLP. Now, if we do some analysis on Procter & Gamble alone, and we take a look at what's going on here on the daily chart, where I like to start for any of my swing trades, this is what I'm looking at. So the first thing is this triple bottom that we are looking at here on P&G. Right here, we have a very clear place that we do not want the stock to get below, right around $156 per share. I was watching this on the 14th of February, and I have to give a shout out to one of the members in the chat, Sierra. I'm sure you're watching. You were spotting this out here around the 14th. I think you got in here on the 14th, so you obviously have a much larger profit right now than I do. The 14th was a great place to keep an eye on it for me personally. A little bit too risky for me to get in there, but an aggressive entry that definitely worked out nicely. I got my confirmation today when I saw that very clear rotation into the consumer staples. So we had a little bit of consolidation over the last 3 days after bouncing off this very key 156 level, the level that it's bounced off of almost every time for the last 2 or 3 months, and we got that bounce again today. Now, does this just continue straight back to these highs? I am not 100% sure, but I think I am entering at a good time after some good continuation, some good confirmation here off this 156 bounce. So with that in mind, knowing that that is a level that it is holding off of, I definitely do not want to see it back below that level. So that is my stop loss, guys, on this trade, 156. Don't want to see it back below that level. Now, we're getting that upside, right? And where could we potentially stall here in the short term? Where is my first profit target that I am looking at? The first level is right here around 161. You guys can see it right here, 161. That is the first area that I am watching. Why is that? It's because this stock found resistance here previously around $161 a share. So right there, that is where I will first consider taking some profits off of and seeing if I get that push into 161. The second profit target would be as we start to approach this 165 level. As of right now, I know I never like to have too high of expectations for my swing trades. I never like to think like I'm 100% confident it's going to go to 165, which is a pretty nice push. It's about 3% to the upside. If it does, I would be very happy to take off another one there, lock in some profits at that 165. Now, I want to show you guys on the shorter term time frame today something that I did spot intraday, which gave me a little bit more confidence in holding this position. So guys, this is the 5-minute chart on Procter & Gamble, and there's a key level that I want to go ahead and share with you guys today. So you can see around Tuesday, we had a resistance that came in here around $159.20. Now this level came in today as well. So we pushed into this level today, pushed over it. That's where we got that quick acceleration to the upside. But when we came back down to it and tested it intraday, we found some very nice support. So seeing that previous resistance from Tuesday turn into support intraday today gave me a little bit more confidence on the potential for this previous resistance to turn into support. I like to see that. It gives me a little bit more confidence behind this trade, and that is why I continue to hold this position. So you guys can see it's a nice uptrending market. It's a sector that's definitely strong right now, and we can see the very nice triple bottom here on Procter & Gamble that I am playing off of. We'll see what happens, guys. I like the sector. I like the strength. I like the stock in general on the technical. So every reason for me to try to take a shot here for a swing trade. The only thing that I am potentially concerned about is right here. You guys can see if I zoom in here, you can see the 20 and 50 SMA are sort of right here and maybe are acting as resistance. However, I don't really see these SMAs here as too much of importance, as the stock has been sort of trading sideways for about a month, 2 months now. So I believe that there is a possibility that we just try to chop again into this same channel that we have seen for about a month. If that doesn't happen, if I see that rejection come in around that 20 and 50 SMA, I will have to also, reconsider this trade. So that is one thing that I am definitely keeping an eye out for, where we see these SMAs sort of touching here around this 159, 160 level. So that's the first one. That's Procter & Gamble. Let's jump into the second one that I opened today. All right, guys. So number 2 is Walmart. Walmart is a stock that had a very monster day today, around 4% to the upside. That's huge for Walmart. Definitely saw that rotation into this name today when we saw some weakness across the board. XLP was strong. Walmart was strong. Here's the trade that I took today. Walmart, March 18th, 135 calls. Same expiration, giving myself some time at the money strike, not getting too aggressive here, just looking to see if I can catch the continuation on this move. On top of that, Walmart just reported earnings. They were fantastic earnings, and I believe they also reported a share buyback. I believe that gives this stock a little bit momentum if we also get that XLP sector growth. So pulling up the news tab here on Thinkorswim, I know you probably can't see this, but there is some very interesting stuff that went ahead and was announced on their earnings. They have a share repurchase program of around $10 billion. They increased guidance for forward year 2023, which is very good, a better expected EPS and sales. And they also went ahead and increased their quarterly dividend. So I think some very nice news to come out of Walmart there. And I think there could be some continuation off this very big day for Walmart. I'm looking to see if I can catch some more upside here with these March contracts. On top of that, if I look at the technicals, I think it's in a great spot to go ahead and pick up some upside plays. So you have support, support, support. You have support, and it's turning into support once again. As you guys know, I took a trade here back on late January up to 142. That was a very nice trade. Did get out here at 142 as I was concerned about potentially resistance there. Good exit. We can see we pulled back before earnings, and we're starting to potentially push higher again. So this time, same exact strategy. First profit target is going to be that 142. If I start to see resistance there again, I will think about taking some of the contracts off. If I see it get through that 142, I believe there is definitely upside up to this next level around this 145, 146. If Walmart surprises and really starts to get some strength, then I think you have clear skies into this 151, 152. I'm not so sure I'm confident in stocks getting back to all-time highs in the current market environment, unless there is some extreme strength that we see in the XLP sector and safety and value names, and Walmart is definitely one of those. So I like where I got in. I like the strength that I saw today. I think there is more upside here. One thing that I am slightly concerned at, looking at this chart, I do not want to see these lower highs and lower lows form a downtrend. That is the first thing that I'm looking at. You guys can see right here, we sort of have this lower low and lower high that's built. If I see that continue, then I'm going to have to jump out of this. I sort of looked past that because I think Walmart has a lot of positivity on its side right now, and I think this is a great place for a good risk to reward entry. This is just one thing that I'm a little concerned about. Just being honest with you guys, sharing with you this chart, you can see the lower highs, the lower lows. So I am slightly concerned of that. If I see it break out of that lower high, then I will be very happy to see this push up to 142. So a lot of good things going for Walmart. I think it's a name that people will be comfortable getting into here in this volatile market period. And I think I caught it at a very nice spot here today on this strength. So I want to also break this down to the shorter term time frames and share with you guys another intraday support that I found that made me a little bit more confident on this play. All right, guys, 5-minute chart just today on Walmart. Here's the retest that I like that I saw today at 138. You can see we had an earnings high of 138. We had an intraday high of 138. We got through that 138, and when we came back and tested it late day today, look at what happened. It turned it into support. When I see that, guys, I gain confidence. I like when I see previous resistance turn into support, and that happened today perfectly on Walmart. If that gave up 138 intraday, I would have had my questions on this play. I really wanted to see that hold, was watching it late day, saw that hold up. That gives me the confidence to go ahead and hold this. So Walmart, March 135 calls, liking this play. Walmart on the daily chart, I think, looks pretty good. Not as good as P&G. I have to be honest. I think P&G looks a little better. I'm a little bit concerned to this lower low, lower high that's going on. I need to see it get back up towards 142 to give me more confidence. But I do like where I caught it. I think R to R, risk to reward is very good here. So we will see, guys. This is the second trade that I got in. Stop loss is at 135. If I see this thing crack below 135, I don't want to be in this anymore. I definitely do not want to see this get back below and start to make another potential lower low. So have my stops, have my profit targets. I think I like these trades. This is not me recommending that you get into them. I'm just sharing with you guys my analysis. You do what you think. If you guys want to share what you think about it down below in the comments, I would love to hear your comments. Let me know if you think it's good, think it's bad, what to watch out for. If you got into these plays as well, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this analysis. I would love to get back into some of these very nice swing trades, but the market is just very difficult right now, and it's not giving many opportunities. This analysis, this daily chart analysis, longer term analysis is what I really love at the core. I have been taking more scalp trades because that's really all that I trust right now. But these two, I think, are good starters on some swing trades with a sector that's hot, a little bit of protection from the overall volatility of the tech sector right now. So we will see what happens, guys. Thank you for watching. press that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to come hang out in the Discord chat, the link is down below. If you want to check out any of the Options Insider merch, the link is down below as well. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.